Yeah. Man, y'all not ready. Come on, man. Stop playing. Stop y'all playing. Ain't ready. Young Obama in the track and this breaking my heart. I'm waiting on that call where they ripped him apart. Them hot wings make you fart when they fly through the dark. And them killers like sharks the way they float through the park. Deep in the dark, deep in the night. Young Obama was a scholar, so it's time to make it right. Hand me them black bandanas, them loud black pipes. 4 tickets on American, it's time to take a flight. Welcome to the 215, it's all live. And welcome to that PHI, it's all live.
Billions. Welcome. We welcome everybody to Billionaire Radio, LLNEAR, because the billions are near. I'm your host, Big Arm, the lad with the pad over here. My star is the co-host, Lateef Billions, the inappropriate one with the infamous Troll Brothers. This is that show that keep you entertained. If you guys are new to the channel, please like,
comment,
share,
subscribe.
We appreciate everybody. Y'all looking like, what? What we doing today? Hey, listen. Let me tell y'all something. Right now, we are on season 2, episode 61, ladies and gentlemen. And we live now on Glockaware, so tune in. Y'all know it. We're going to take y'all on this infamous plane ride. And as this plane starts rolling, starts flying, it's going to be a little shaky, a little rocky, a little turbulence. But at the end, it's going to be a smooth landing. Today's show, sponsored by An Outfit for You, a family brand by Michael Keenan. If you want your brand to be successful and make money, my guy Michael is the guy. Why do I say that? Because his company built a lot of fashion brands you guys like to wear. Some of those fashion brands, we got WESC, Hurley, Steve Madden, Joseph Abboud, Ralph Lauren, Tommy Hilfiger, and Sean John. And if you like watching TV, understand that his company also wardrobe style 17 shows that you like to watch. Some of those shows, the SWAT, PI, Magnum PI, Blue Bloods, Law and Order, Chicago, NCIS. FBI shows, all of them. And this is all of us. I'm going to do my voice like this from now on when I do this. I like that. Anyway, so he has an executive, network of executives, and they making it happen. You know, you could hit him up at michael@outfitforyou.com. You can check out his website, outfitforyou.com. On that note, we're going to get this thing rocking and rolling. Before I rock and roll, I gotta apologize for everybody for last week. I got something a little wrong with the DL, Hewley, and the Monique situation. Actually, DL did make it on the show. He did close out the show. Monique went before him, so I got some wrong information that I thought was some direct information. But that just goes to show that you never know. You gotta pay attention, check all your sources. So while y'all was saying that y'all seen DL at the show, he was there.
Part of the media.
Yeah, man, it happens, man. You know, I'm not perfect. It happens, but I don't mind, to say, hey, I made a mistake. Mm-hmm. So I'm sitting there and I'm on the paying attention, and I'm listening to what they, thing that's going on. And what tripped me out is we all know about the situation that happened with Rashard Brooks, when the police killed him at the Wendy's parking lot, down in Atlanta in the South.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is now those police officers they have the nerve. They actually are suing the city of Atlanta.
The police officers.
They're suing the city of Atlanta.
Wow.
I'm like, what are we coming to? How do you murder somebody,
right, and
you sue the city? But you're a cop. You want to sue the city, I guess, because you're mad because you murdered somebody because you're in jail. Mm-hmm. And as I'm paying attention, I'm like, well, what could they be suing them for? They have the nerve Yeah, here they go. So two of these police officers, they were tried. They was arrested, of course, and they're actually suing the city because they felt like their rights was not, were violated, and they wasn't. That they claimed that they used pretty much they're saying that the city didn't do their rights correctly, like how they handled them when they came on the scene, when they arrested them, and how they're treating them. They said their rights are violated. I'm saying, how are their rights violated? They feel like they feel like their constitutional rights was violated following the shooting.
Well, that's the first time I ever heard anything like that.
And both of them claimed that it was falsely arrested. Yeah, so they falsely arrested after the shooting. And they claimed that they used the least amount of force possible in their attempt to arrest Brooks. I'm like, really?
But they murdered him.
They murdered him. Some kind of way.
That was the
least.
Okay.
And they said they violate their processing rights,
So it wasn't about gunshot, right?
Exactly. It was definitely gunshot. I'm like, I'm like, so y'all think that's going to work?
They tased him to death? What happened? They hit him with a blunt object? How did he die?
And for those that don't know the backstory, let's just touch on it. Like, just two Atlanta officers involved in the fatal shooting of 27-year-old Rashad Brooks have surrendered to authorities according to reports. Right, the name is Devin Brosnan. The officer, he's charged with violations of oath and aggravated assault. Posted bail after turning himself in. Really? So they was facing 11 charges, felony murder, and remains in custody. So I'm not gonna get into the whole thing, but I'm tripping because you guys have the nerve to think that you actually have a leg to stand on. You know what I'm saying? And I brought this up because I know that you're the Mr. White Black guy on the show. So I said, you're going to tear this part up. So we know that Rashad Brooks was black. And we know that the two officers was white. So I know I could just pass it to you for this baton. And they actually have pressed a charge for the city of Atlanta.
I'm flabbergasted.
You know what I mean?
I'm at a loss for words. I really, honestly, I'm trying to, I'm trying to contemplate on what I really want to say about this because, was these officers charged? Are they in trial right now as we speak? Because they might be trying to use this as a...
Yeah, they're going through the process right now.
Yeah, they're trying to use this as a deploy.
They're going through the process right now.
So they trying to do something slick, man. So that's funny. They want to sue the city.
They want to sue the city because they said their rights was violated.
Okay, their rights was violated.
So in other words, they're saying that the police didn't do the correct due diligence in arresting them. So they feel like it wasn't all done correctly, and their rights are violated.
By them two getting arrested, they felt like their rights was violated during the arrest.
Yeah. The whole procedure of how they did it.
I mean, it ain't funny, but dang, man.
Nah, it's definitely it's funny, but not funny that there's a murder involved. It's funny that they actually are using this to try to. I'm like, so police, and this is not the first. Like, police officers are going to start trying to, charge the city. Like, they're going to try to find a way to, appeal things, but this is after the murder. But
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, is this what it's getting ready to come to? You know what I mean? Is this something they figured out? Is this a loophole they figured out or something like that? So now, okay, we gonna murder you, then we gonna sue the city if we get processed.
Yeah. Kind of crazy, right?
Arrogant, man.
It's really bad.
It's extremely arrogant.
It's really bad. But I know something happened on the sports side of things. Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver. He's now Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver. His name is Devin Allen. He runs the fastest 110-meter hurdle in history. Like third fastest, pretty much, in history. On the track, right?
Yeah, he running hurdles. Okay.
No, he runs sprint too as well.
Well, how fast is he on the sprint?
Very fast.
Okay.
He clocked the 4.3 in the combine.
4.3?
He's a receiver.
Yeah, ain't bad.
Should be ain't bad. He ran the third fastest combine.
Okay.
Should be one of the top numbers.
They got new speed now.
But
4.1.
But no, but they so it was the track event that took place in New York.
Okay.
And he was part of that national track event where everybody was there. All the greats were there. Okay. And he happened to be a receiver also out of Oregon.
Oh, okay. And so they drafted him this year, or he'll walk on?
No. He didn't play since 2016.
Oh, okay.
He didn't play since 2016.
So in 2016, the Eagles drafted this guy?
2016, no. Eagles just picked him up this year.
Oh, okay.
Picked him up this year and signed him. And come to find out, this guy's blazing speed.
Okay, we'll see.
Blazing speed. And the reason why I had to bring it up, because he's a receiver, he's breaking records, he's a track star.
Okay.
Also, he's a white guy.
Okay.
That changed the game. So he's breaking all the narratives. We don't care what color you are. You can run like that, we snatch you.
And we'll see what he's going to do when he hit the field.
You know, so.
That's a different speed.
Yeah, it's a different speed.
But we'll see.
He was moving. He definitely is moving, you know. And so.
Being an Eagles fan, I wish him all the luck in the world, man. I hope he make the team, man.
Yeah, but you know.
I hope he make a difference.
They just signed him. He's going to be on the team. He's going to be great. He's going to be great.
Don't say that, man.
He's going to be
How
great.
You know that?
Because he was great at Oregon. So
if he get cut, then me and you gonna be at it because I'm like
he's not going to get cut. He's not going to get cut.
Now you got a crystal ball. All right.
Yeah, you see the crystal ball right there on the side. He's not going to get cut. But also I had to I have my segues.
Right.
You know, so I had to like slide and track.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Sha'Carri Richardson is killing the game right now.
I heard.
Like she's back.
Yeah, I heard.
You know, and she came in second place in the 100 meters when she was racing Elaine Thompson-Herah. You know, she was doing her thing, but now she just won the 200 meters. She came in first place. So now we getting back because she came in first place. She beat everybody.
Okay, Sha'Carri
on the track.
Okay.
You know, right there in New York. You know, she did her thing, and the thing about it is she looked like FloJo. I mean, those that don't know, like she had her hair blonde. She had fishnet on. Like, you don't love that. She had the fishnet on.
She had on some fishnet?
She running track and fishnet. She like a fashion icon.
I'm not a fishnet fan, though.
You gonna be a fishnet fan if you saw her run? You a fishnet fan. You like all that.
I'm really not, dog.
Why you don't like fishnet?
I don't know. It just throws me off, man. It just seems like when they throw them on, it's like a old flick. You know what I mean? Like back in the Western days or something.
All right, y'all. So don't wear fishnet for him. But no.
I'm all right with skin, man. I don't need the fishnet.
But I'm just glad that she's actually winning again. I know I was talking crazy about her last year, last season.
Right.
I said she wouldn't be back.
Right.
So I'm glad I was wrong.
I'm surprised all them accessories ain't slowing her down. What would make her put on fishnet stockings to run track?
Because she wants to be a fashion icon. She wants to be beautiful when she runs.
So
she wants to make a statement.
So she went and got some European hair, right?
I don't know where it came from.
It was blonde.
I can't say where it came from.
Was it blowing in the wind?
I don't know what it did.
Yaki 29. Which one was it?
Because she changed it. She changed it last time.
It had to be Remy.
Man, I mean, if you want to put down your hair knowledge.
You said fashion.
I know, but if you want to pretend to have hair knowledge, like you really know about people's hair, I will let you have that segment. I don't know what kind of hair she had. You know what I mean?
Just said she wanted to be a fashion icon.
I said she had blonde hair.
So I said she went and got some European blonde hair.
I don't know where it came from. All hair don't come from Europe. You do know that, right? All hair don't come from Europe.
All right, where it came from?
I have no clue.
Wherever it came from.
I didn't ask her. The announcers didn't ask her. We're just happy she won. But we want to say, hey, Lateef want to know where you get your hair from.
Fishnet stockings and Remy. She running in Remy wig and fishnet stockings, and she came in what, second place or first?
No, she won that race.
Oh, okay.
200 meters.
Okay.
She won that race. Okay. She was smoking out the gun.
I bet she was.
And she beat Alicia Hobbs, which was a big deal.
I bet she was smoking out the gun.
No, I doubted for that. You know they testing left and right.
They don't stop. But good.
You know they testing left and right.
Weed heads don't stop, bro. It just doesn't stop.
Really?
Don't.
Let me do something positive for y'all. Let's talk about relationships for a minute. Let's talk about relationships for a minute. Because let's say like people having a hard time with these relationships, right?
Because they're not loving their woman enough. You gotta love her, man. You gotta nurture her like a plant.
All right.
Man.
So after you nurture her, then what? After you nurture,
I mean, it's like growing a seed.
So after you nurture her, then what?
Dirt, water every day, sunshine. Just give her love, man, and your relationship will be just fine.
So how about all those that nurture these women and the women still leave?
All right, we'll go on with your notes. Lad.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. How about the women?
We're gonna get into that.
No, you're not getting.
We're gonna get into
You're not
that.
getting out of this one that easy. You said nurture them as the answer to make a successful relationship.
Right. Nurturing. Yeah,
It's way more than that.
man, just love her.
Way more than
Just
that.
love her as much as you could possibly love her, man.
All right, so why is everybody breaking up?
Because everybody's still,
Well, some people are staying together. Why are they breaking up?
because they got into something when they wasn't together. Like they got into something when they didn't get themselves together first. A lot of people not together, but they in relationships. Like a lot of people haven't built themselves yet, as far as where they want to go. Education, fitness, all that, mental, spiritual.
None of this has anything to do with why people break up.
Yes, it does. It has a lot to do with
It
it.
don't.
Incomplete people. If you incomplete, how you gonna make a complete?
You ain't gotta make them complete to be in a relationship. People be in relationships and they incomplete. We talking about this being in a relationship. Just because you're in a relationship don't mean okay, I'm complete, so I'm in a relationship. People are incomplete and still building their lives while in a relationship. People actually grow together in relationships.
People that are complete, right? A complete person. Relationships last far longer than people that got all this stuff going on.
But did you realize there's nobody complete?
There's somebody out there complete. I thought you was.
Nobody's complete. Yeah,
You being honest now?
That was a good segue. that was a good segue to try to take it off of you. Take it off of you. But nobody's complete. Nobody's complete. Nobody's perfect. Everybody's always striving to be better.
Right.
But let's talk about the 7 secrets of having a successful relationship.
Okay.
So 7 secrets of having a successful relationship. One thing that's very important is good communication. See, you got to have good communication. If you're in a relationship with somebody, whether it's a boyfriend, girlfriend, whether it's marriage, whatever it is, that relationship must have good communication.
I believe in that. That's a check, definitely. Communication is everything.
Yes, you got to communicate.
Communication is everything.
A lot of these relationships aren't doing well because there's no communication.
I believe in that.
Like the woman is communicating to her girlfriend, but not communicating with her man.
True.
So therefore, she's going to complain to her girlfriend about everything. But meanwhile, he don't even know what's going on because she complained to her girlfriend, not talking to him and complaining. So communication is extremely, extremely important in
What
these
broke
situations.
the communication though? I mean, it was a mental connection.
Sometimes it's never there.
Right.
Sometimes you get into a relationship and don't realize you don't have communication. Some people are afraid to communicate based on what they think their partner's going to think about them.
All right, that makes that an incomplete. Next.
Incomplete what?
The people were incomplete. You couldn't communicate. Something is going on.
Why are they incomplete?
Because they can't communicate.
So that makes them incomplete?
Yes, very incomplete. You got to be able to communicate and talk about things.
But that means you're not complete. So the person is not complete if they can't communicate.
No, because you're not talking about things. Some people that's got a lot of stuff going on, stuff in their mind, they off in the space somewhere, man. You know what I'm saying? They're not there. They just not there. They're not there. They somewhere else. They trying to figure out other things instead of trying to figure out what's right in front of their face.
But that's not communication, though.
Why isn't it?
Because communication is more or less when you actually talking about each other, with each other. Not because the person's in space and not there. No, just communication talking, Nah,
I don't agree with that.
Sometimes people walk in the house, they barely talk.
I don't agree with that.
All right, but also one good thing to keep a relationship together, people don't realize, is humor. You got to have some humor in your relationship. You got to have a little bit of fun. That's very important.
Make a laugh.
Definitely got to be able to laugh together, crack some jokes. If you're in a relationship and you guys never laugh, it's going to be hard to make it work. Or, because somebody's going to be unhappy. Somebody's going to be unhappy.
So you saying 2 people in a relationship that never laugh, they not gonna make it, they not gonna go for years? You telling me it could be somebody that been in a relationship for 20 years and they just never laughed at nothing.
With each other. I don't care if you're watching TV. I don't care. They never laugh at anything.
So that means they don't have anything in common.
No, not in common. Just laughing. I can have nothing in common with you and tell you a joke when you laugh. You're not got a million jokes. I'm not gonna do that right now. You know. But also what a good thing is, you know, during a relationship, let's talk about team spirit. Team spirit is also very important. Mm-hmm. That's the third thing on the list. Team spirit. People say, well, what is team spirit? Team spirit, you know, you got to approach the system talking about we and not I. A lot of people like to talk about I this, I that. Start saying we. Start saying what we have. Start saying what we can do. When you start saying that, it make it feel like you're more of a team. You know, that helps out a lot. If you take the I out of your relationship and start talking with we, that's going to help the relationship a lot.
I mean, it's hard to use we sometimes, but being a man, I just think, you know, it's appropriate to take the lead. So if you want to include her in some of that stuff, that's cool. And if you want to talk to her about her goals and where she want to end up in life and how she can attach that, them credentials to what you're trying to do as a man, then the relationship will work out.
So that means the we.
It ain't a we, bro.
That's an I. You saying I.
No, I'm not. I'm saying it's a timing for we. Because I'm leading. So when I need you to be a part of whatever something is going to be I'll let we know.
That's not how the we works, man.
So who?
That's how, and we means we in. When we in a relationship together, especially married, we talking we. We talking us. We're going to do this. We're going to make this happen. And not I. Those that keep talking I, they struggle in their relationships because they're not together as a team. If you're in a relationship, you got to feel like you're a team. You got to be a part of a team.
No, I don't believe that. You got to be an I sometimes. No. Just because you get like connected or married doesn't mean that y'all gotta just do everything together. You just don't have to.
Everything like what? What are you talking about? Everything.
I'm just saying, like you done turned it into a complete we. Sometimes you gotta be I and she has to be I. Sometimes she has to go on her own journey and do some things that she need to do for herself, just like you need to go on your own journey and do some things that you need to do for yourself. So that turns it into an I. You don't have to always be we. That's all I'm saying.
It depends on the journey you're talking about. I'm not talking
about work because it's going to be we involved. The relationship is going to work because the we is you, is y'all. The we is y'all nucleus.
That's all I'm saying.
But you got to have some I in there too.
You can't have I with we. I and we are two separate things.
Who said that?
I'm trying to tell you.
You can have I and we. You'll love it. I and we, trust me. You
to have a successful
y'all got to do things on your own. Y'all got to venture off away from each other.
We're not talking about that.
And do things
that's
on
not
your own.
That's not a point of view. We're talking about when you're facing challenges and challenges come up.
Y'all work on them together.
That's called we.
All right.
I'm not talking about hanging out with the boys and things like that. Now, of course, that's an I, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about team spirit, doing things together and getting through things together.
Yeah, you can have that.
Right.
But you also need an I also.
If you're having a challenge and you're dealing with some things, you got to have a we where y'all do it together.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Right. That's what I just said.
Y'all work on that together.
Okay, so now you agree this is a we then. That's all I want to get through.
Yeah, right.
At the end of the day, you know.
But anyway, go ahead.
It's a we. You know. Also, what's very important is intimacy. You know, a lot of relationships lack intimacy. You know, now, people say, well, does it have to involve sex all the time?
Yes.
And it doesn't always got to involve sex.
It has to lead to sex.
Sometimes it's just the hugging, touching, and kissing.
That ain't intimacy. It's not intimacy. That's foreplay. But go ahead.
No, I didn't say foreplay. I didn't say fingering her or nothing like that.
I didn't say that neither.
No, intimacy is just.
You don't have
intimacy.
to have intercourse to have foreplay.
Kiss her, touch her,
foreplay.
You can smack her in the butt.
Foreplay.
No, that ain't foreplay.
Yeah.
But intimacy is very important for a relationship to be successful.
Intimacy is when y'all get deep into an emotional state and she tells you something that happened in her childhood that bothered her, and you might have told her a story about, I don't know, the street. That's intimacy.
That's consulting.
No, it's not.
That's consulting and that's confiding.
No, it's not.
Intimacy is.
The answer to that question is enough men don't explore their women. They look past their woman instead of looking at her. So when you looking past her, you can't possibly enjoy her. You got to be looking at her.
You just got to have some one-on-one time, spend time with each other. If you have children, let the children know that you're going to have mommy and daddy time, things like that. spend time together, do things with, each other together, and also, like I said, you want to make the person feel important, hugging, kissing, touching, intimacy, that's very important.
Man, you better suck on her toes, man, and you better lick from the top of her forehead back down to them toes. That better be the intimacy.
What if she got a sweaty forehead? Then what do you do? How's that work out?
If she your woman,
what if she didn't clean her forehead? You still go.
There's some women you want to lick their sweat.
What if she got makeup on her forehead?
Now we in another party.
What if she got makeup on her forehead?
I ain't getting that door.
You said lick her forehead.
Yeah, okay. All the way down to her toes, back from her toes, back up to her foot. You got to explore her entire body.
What if she has
you have to get to learn your woman.
What if she has a real big forehead?
Physically, all that.
What if she has a big forehead?
You're going to be licking for a while.
That's the whole point of it. You know what I mean?
But you gotta explore, man. You can't look past her. You gotta look at her. You gotta explore her entire body, man. You gotta know every inch of it and how it works, and you'll be just fine in your relationship with her.
That's part of it, but okay. All right, so also vulnerability is very important. Vulnerability is very important. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable, to the person that you're with. That's very important, because a lot of times people feel like they're guys feel too much, or feel like
you don't gotta be vulnerable, because then you start giving out secrets that she can turn against you when things go wrong. So I'm not in for that vulnerable thing.
You got to be able to do it.
No, you don't.
Listen, the marriage, the relationship, it has to go that way. You got to feel like you can tell her everything. You got to feel like you can tell the person everything. If you
don't tell her everything,
if you can't tell her everything, if you feel like you can't open up and tell her some things and private secrets and things, that's going to hurt the relationship.
It's not.
Because if you can't tell her, what are you with her for?
How does she know what I'm keeping in my mind anyway? She don't know.
You can tell her some things, but
I probably had a very joyful childhood. I probably never went through any diverse.
I don't know.
I probably never had a bad day in my life.
Well, we know that's not true.
But you don't tell her everything. You just don't do it.
I never said everything.
Yeah, don't be vulnerable, man. Don't be vulnerable.
Tell her some things.
You want to tell her you like to wear shoes and dresses?
Who likes to wear those?
I'm saying in a relationship. Are you going to tell her that you like to wear shoes and dresses?
It depends on if that's one thing you want to tell her.
That's vulnerable. You being vulnerable, right?
But that's more than one way to be vulnerable.
You want to tell her that?
Pick another one to tell her that. If you don't want to tell that, tell her something else. Tell her something else.
No, keep them secrets to yourself, bro. She don't need to know, because she's going to turn them on you. In the end, she's going to turn them on you. So, no, we ain't doing that.
I didn't say tell her
everything. She want to learn, she need to get an FBI agent.
I didn't say tell her everything, but again, you got to be able to tell her some things. But I'm going to close out with the list by saying one thing that's very important is we have to learn how to resolve fights properly. That's very important. Resolve it with less conflict. Sometimes you're going to have disagreements and things like that, but you got to be able to resolve it where it's not too bad.
You shouldn't be having any fights at all.
I mean, that's just.
And as a man, you should just learn how to just turn it off. You gotta tune it out sometimes. If y'all fighting, then y'all got problems.
Everybody has fights and arguments in a relationship. It's normal. It happens. If it doesn't happen,
not everybody.
Everybody. Some is in front of the camera. Some is in front of people. Some is behind closed doors.
Not everybody.
Everybody
not into it. Everybody don't fight, bro. Everybody. They just don't.
All right, let me ask you a question. When you get married, it says for better or for worse, right? What's the point of saying for worse?
I don't know who wrote that.
Exactly. So we're gonna skip that.
I don't know who wrote that.
I know.
Better for worse.
I know.
Because it don't never add up to that anyway.
What does it add up to?
Worse.
All right. So
in a lot of cases, 75 to 80% of them cases end in worse. But all right, so the Idaho cops, right? Yeah.
They successfully, here's what's going on. There's a white supremacist group, and they got arrested for planning a riot during a Pride event. This month was supposed to be, I guess it's Pride Month going on. And in Idaho, there was a group of white supremacists, and they said they're looking at getting them for trying to start a riot. Now, what's interesting is they pull a U-Haul truck over, and the group, pretty much, they were like all up there with face coverings and things in the U-Haul. But I'm gonna get to a point in a minute, because supposedly they're in a U-Haul truck. The cops pull them over. and they lift up the back where the furniture supposed to be, and there's a whole bunch of guys in there
with guns.
That's the point, right? So hold on, let me get to, so of course they pulled over the U-Haul, and there's a large number of people, and the group is called the Patriot Front, and it's a white supremacist group, and
it's called the Patriot Front.
Yeah. Yeah. You know,
it's like 300 of them, but anyway.
And they said the police said they had smoke grenades and shields, right? And all they got was they got a tip from somebody, calling saying that they seen them loading up the actual truck with weapons and things. But there weren't no weapons, of course. It was the shields, it was the smokes.
Right.
So, and interesting enough, these people going to probably get off. And the bells for them was only like 300. Like, that's the bell, 300.
That's light.
They got 31 members. 31 members in the back of a U-Haul truck.
With shields and gas grenades.
That's it. The grenades.
And what was the purpose?
That's the whole point. Like, nobody knows. I feel like, and see, my point of bringing this up, I feel like they should have just let it happen. Whatever they're going to do. Because it's like, you pull somebody over a U-Haul truck. Like, they're going to beat this case because they didn't get a chance to do anything. We can't say what they were going to do. We can't say they're going to peacefully protest. You can't say anything. They had no guns.
Right. And they was
nothing illegal.
And they could have been just driving by.
Right. So they made this whole thing with this group, but it's interesting because this group, the white supremacist group, now getting this attention.
The fact that they even allowed to have that is just amazing to me. You're in the United States of America, and you're allowed to be a terrorist group. You're allowed to form terrorist cells, and it's your right. Like, that's crazy.
But this is the same group, right? That you heard of during the deadly Charlottesville protest in 2017.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so now the same group is resurfacing again. Maybe because COVID is over now, so everybody's coming out. I don't know.
Right.
But the point is, it was Pride Week up there, and they pulled them. I feel like they pulled them over too early. That's my whole thing.
You saying you should just let it pop?
I think you should let it pop because you have more leverage or something.
Right.
Y'all stop people in a U-Haul truck. Right. Now I'm thinking they're gonna start checking people in the U-Haul trucks. Do you ever think about loading up a U-Haul truck? I never thought. I know people getting vans and things, but not a U-Haul. They were in a U-Haul truck. And they had the shields and everything and glasses.
And you gotta give up your driver's license. You gotta give up your information in order to get a U-Haul truck.
Right.
So if you're gonna do a crime in a U-Haul truck, that's stupid. But anyway, no, I never thought about getting in a U-Haul truck.
Right. I think that was clever, man.
Nah.
Who's gonna pull over? What makes you? Who pulls over U-Haul trucks?
I don't know. They get pulled over all the time.
I've never. U-Haul truck. I'm not talking about the speed. They just pulled them over because somebody's at the hotel. Someone at the hotel loading up.
I understand the cloak thing you're talking about with the U-Haul truck, but what I'm saying is, once you've committed it, what are you going to leave the U-Haul? Just going to leave the U-Haul truck laying on the side of the road, or are you going to come back and return it in front of the cameras after you done put in all the work in this U-Haul truck?
Well, they probably going to park the U-Haul truck on the side somewhere.
Because you know they're going to get the license plate number and all of that.
No, what I'm saying is they probably weren't going to have the U-Haul truck on site. They're probably going to take the U-Haul truck and they're going to move the U-Haul truck on the side. It could be a couple blocks away. They're probably going to walk and do their march.
That's your plan.
And come down.
That's your plan.
That's how they always did it. That's how they always did it.
That's how who always did it.
They parked the U-Haul truck all the way up there.
No, these dudes.
Because we never seen a U-Haul truck before.
You know these white supremacists.
I'm just saying.
Oh, you cool. You cool with everybody.
Like I said, they got bomb grenades and shells. Like, what do you think you could do with a bomb grenade and a shell? That's what I'm saying.
Hold up, time out. You saying a grenade or smoke grenade?
Smoke.
Oh, I ain't
smoke grenades. Smoke grenades.
You know they gonna have everybody screaming and running. That's all that's about.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what are you gonna do with that?
Hey, why they messing with the pride, man? Leave them people alone, man.
You know
they got the community.
Well, it's the whole right wing, left wing thing. All these wings, like a plane, these wings, but you know.
Right.
But I just had to mention that because I found it interesting that, of course, they were treated like, you should see how they was treating them. It was. I'm gonna get under your skin with this. They were treating them so nice, so delicate. Listen, when the shows,
they was treating the supremacists this way.
Yes. When the video shows that the truck opened up, the only one cop had a gun pointed out, and then the one guy came out the truck, put his hands down, laid down. They all just followed suit. They was on their knees with their hands back. Nobody was roughed up. Nobody was nothing. There was nothing aggressive. There was no yelling. It was.
It was just the red carpet, huh?
It was just a whole bunch of people on there. And like I said, the bail for everyone is $300.
Right.
You know, bail that low, that's going to be nothing.
And then it's funny because I could see 12 officers with ARs pointed at children. That's not even, no weapons. And they got the guns pointed on these kids, and they're making the kids walk to the car so that they could put handcuffs on them.
Right.
And them guys got this treatment.
See what I'm saying? All right, so let's just transition right
there. Yeah, that's wild.
I know I got you a little bubbly over there. Got you a little upset.
Yeah, that's wild.
I was going to get you really. I can really get you right. I'm not going to do it right now.
Yeah, I mean,
a little later I'm gonna get you.
They be taking them to McDonald's and taking them home so they could take showers, and they get bottles of water, and we don't even make it off the street. That's the crazy part. Goodness gracious.
All right, so interesting enough, we're going to talk about dating real quick, right? Because it just now came out that Young Miami and Diddy is dating.
Yeah, I heard.
Right? And interesting enough, Young Miami, who's the rapper from City Girls, is 28 years old, and Diddy is 52 years old.
Okay.
You know, and of course, she has her own talk show now.
Okay.
You know.
How old is Young Miami?
I just said, yeah. She's 28.
Okay.
I mean, when she came out, she was even much younger. So just but they're now just coming out saying
he just dating, right? So Diddy just hitting. That's all that is.
Well, it's interesting because
he ain't gonna try to marry her or nothing. He just want to pop.
But they call the show Carisha Please. That's her show, Carisha Please. Her first person she interviewed was Diddy, so of course that was set up. He asked her all kind of questions and things like that. And the funny thing was when she asked him about the date. He says I'm single, but I'm dating.
Exactly.
But she said she wasn't having that. She said to him back, "What if I said the same thing?" And you should have seen Diddy face. Like, hold on now. You know what I mean? Because
Diddy don't care.
But let's talk about the age.
He's super rich.
But do you think there's an issue when you're dating a woman that young?
I mean, if you 52 and you in good shape, and you know you still very attractive. I mean, and she a grown woman at 28. She could do whatever she wanted. All right,
so let's take it back, right? So that means when Diddy, if that means he's twice her age. That means if she hits,
if she was 20, she'd be twice he'd be twice her age.
No, she's almost because
she's 30.
She's not 30 yet. She ain't 30 yet.
He would have to be 60 to be twice her age.
But look, that's automatically just rounded off. So
what are you saying?
So when Diddy was 30, how old do you think she was? She was a baby. That's what I'm getting at. She was young.
I'll do the math. She probably was 6.
So is it okay for
he's not? That don't make sense.
It don't make sense
because you don't turn him into a pedophile.
I didn't say it. You said it.
I never said that.
Yeah, I didn't say he's a pedophile. You said he's a pedophile.
You just said 6.
But you said 6. You did the math.
You tripping, bro.
So
she a grown woman, man.
But I'm just saying, if he's 30,
when a cougar get a little pup, what do the other cougars do? They with her, right? Wanna go, girl?
I've never seen that. I don't know.
Yeah, cougars be snatching them boys up.
I couldn't tell you, but so you think it's okay to be 30 years old if she's 6?
Hell no.
Okay, so now let's take the narrative. So she's 20. She's 20. What's it? 28. He's 52, and I'm not sure who she was dating before him. I know she was dating someone.
All I'm telling you is I know he's not taking her serious. I'm telling you it's just a hit thing. He just popping. That's it.
You think that's okay?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
She a grown woman, ain't she? She ain't 21. She can maybe 30.
So what is the
It
legal?
ain't like he's 75.
Okay, so what is the legal age for a 52-year-old to be popping a young girl?
30.
She's not 30 yet. So
She round the numbers off.
Wait a minute. So you're saying something wrong with it?
All right, let's do it like this. Say 50, right?
52.
No, just give him 50.
No, he's 52 though.
All right, he's 52.
He's 52.
Let's say she's 25, right?
Okay.
Right?
All right.
Okay. She want to go to the barn, right?
Right.
She want to get some bags and all that, right?
Right.
She want to somebody to pay her rent, right?
Right.
And she want a nice new car, right?
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm sitting there right.
So he could pop them, but he can't pop.
She got her own money, remember?
It don't even matter though. I'm just saying a lot of these girls be chasing that bread, man. Don't feel sorry for them.
So who's playing who? You think Diddy's playing her or she's playing Diddy? Yeah, see?
That's a close one.
Yeah, I believe.
You know why? Because I'm gonna have to say Diddy playing her. You know why?
Why you think
Because
that?
Diddy been playing people for years, not just females, but males also. So he been playing people for over what, 30 years? He real experienced that playing people. So I think Diddy playing her. Really, Diddy don't want to. He just want to hit.
So how long do you think this is gonna last, in your opinion?
I give it another 3 months.
3 months? All right, 3 months.
Unless she got some crazy. Unless she got that. Unless she got that glue grip. When she got that glue grip,
when she talks that,
she gonna get him for some money. She gonna get him for some dollars if she got the glue grip.
when she talks that in her music, that they got that.
Well, if she got that glue grip, then he gonna be stuck for a minute.
So then that mean you think she's playing him then? She gonna play him?
No, because sometimes you go in really confident, right, and arrogant, and thinking you got it, right. It's like you get on the horse, you be like, yeah, I got this, and the next thing you know, that joint sprint off, throwing 200 through the field, and you like, what the?
But do you
You like, whoa!
But do you think it's okay?
Whoa!
Do you think it's okay to be publicly seen with a 28-year-old if you're 52?
Yes.
So you would do that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I don't want to get you no more. You know what? Listen, if y'all new to the channel, man, or Billionaire Radio,
Comment, share, subscribe.
The first time you said it all, man. I'm proud of you, man.
What?
Yeah, you growing, man. I love it, man.
Whatever.
You finally getting there.
All I'm saying is when you riding that thing, long stallion, and you say whoa, you better have something ready to bust upside top of her head. Because if you don't bust upside her head, you're gonna have a problem.
All right, so Floyd Mayweather, believe it or not, he made it into the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? So you know, and the greatest thing, you know, he shut down. He broke down in tears. He thanked his dad for being there. You know, getting him there we want to be.
Right.
You know. He said that he was his dad's only child, his mom and dad's only child, and he said he was going to be champion. You know, so he thought about that because you know, I think his dad's not here no more. I know his uncle passed first, but I don't know if his dad around or not. And I don't know, but I just know that there was a Hall of Fame inductee, Floyd Mayweather. Do you believe he's the greatest boxer of all time? And on the list, like it's a couple of them that got inducted. You know, you got Shane Mosley, Andre Ward, Miguel Cotto, Roy Jones Jr., Bernard Hopkins. You know,
Sugar Ray Robinson.
I mean, that's he probably been in. This talking about this just took place because remember during COVID.
Oh, I thought you said who the greatest.
Yeah, but I'm just saying about
that would be Muhammad Ali, right?
Inducted. Nah, it's Floyd Mayweather, but long shot. He's the greatest of all time. Greatest boxer to ever touched a pair of gloves.
So.
Yeah, he's the greatest boxer ever touched a pair of gloves.
No. He good. Don't get it twisted.
No, he's great. Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
Gotta say he's great.
No, he's great. I give him great.
He's 50 and 0.
I give him that.
50 and 0.
I give him that.
He beat more Hall of Famers than anybody.
He's very strategic.
He beat more Hall of Famers than world.
He's a very strategic boxer.
I'm gonna tell you why he's the greatest boxer of all time.
All right, tell me why.
Because if you never lost a fight, You gotta be put in another category. He never lost a fight. So you
I don't know about that.
He never lost a fight. So what category? You can't even watch a film to learn how to beat him.
Did he pick all his fights?
I don't know. It doesn't matter who you pick.
Yeah, because sometimes you avoid people.
He didn't. Who did he avoid?
That's what I'm asking.
He fought Pacquiao.
I heard some people said he avoided a couple of cats.
Okay.
I don't know.
But he got him ducked. So he got him ducked.
I think your schedule is. I think who was in front of you makes you the greatest. You gotta go boxer. We ain't got time for this. You gotta go boxer to boxer and figure out where they were at in their time and weight group and what type of boxer there was, the type of boxer they was to even, because it could have been a dude that was 48-2, but fought all the monsters. Then it could be a bull that's 50-0 that fought a few monsters. Okay. And, took advantage of the, the bottom feeders. So them numbers don't mean nothing. It got to be who you fought, man. It got to be who you fought.
All right.
I think Bernard Hopkins fought more Hall of Famers than
Before you make these statements on air,
right?
Do your homework first, and then we can. Because I'm trying to.
I don't talk without knowing to talk.
Oh, that's a lie.
I talk heavy, bro.
All right. Well, you know what?
I talk heavy.
I watch this transition because I gotta save you real quick.
Don't save me. I'm trying to save
you. He saved you, man. So good old Justin Bieber, he reveals that he has this face paralysis. So all his tours are on hold right now.
That's your switch up?
Yeah, that's my switch up.
Justin Bieber,
right? Listen, he has. What you got against Justin Bieber? The whole point is he has a facial paralysis. And he says it's caused by a virus. That's what tripped me out. It's caused by a virus. And of course he's 20 years old, and it's called the Ramsey-Hunt syndrome. And the crazy thing is his whole right side of his face is like he can't blink his eye, he can't smile. It's all messed up. And it's caused by a virus. Right? So I'm thinking, what if this is a sexually transmitted disease virus?
I just don't want what's going to come out my mouth. So I'm just going to color him up.
Well, that's all right. You look good doing that. You should try that more often. You should try that more often. But they said it's a virus similar to chicken pox concept, whatever. But what do you think about that? You think
I don't give up.
We know you don't care. We get that part. But what if it's a sexually transmitted disease that's coming? We don't even know it.
That's a vicious.
It's a virus.
STD.
That's what I'm saying. It's a virus.
That's vicious.
But we don't know where viruses come from.
Now it done ran off. It done ran off the ratchet and it ran up to your body, to your face. Now it's just. It took half of his face.
It didn't take it. It just paralyzed. It just paralyzed the whole side of his face.
And what else is over there besides face? You sure you didn't have a stroke?
See, it's funny that you said you didn't care, but you got some input there. I like that. You know what I'm saying? You went from I don't care to it's pretty interesting, right? Because I don't even know it's not an STD. It ain't STD, right?
Did he have a stroke?
They didn't say it was a stroke.
But I mean, he got a rash, bumps, something real ugly.
He just can't move his face. He went on Instagram Live. He can't move half his face.
He had a stroke. Yo, you had a stroke, bro. Go to the hospital.
No,
please.
He had professional doctors. Everybody.
He need to fire all of them.
They said he has a virus in his system. They found the virus.
Yeah, it's called a stroke.
No.
Damn, half of your face frozen. On the planet Earth, freeze half your damn face.
That's why I said, what if it's an STD?
You make that up.
I just said, what if though? I don't even know it's not.
If that's an STD, that's
it's some new stuff coming out, man.
Well, then that's gonna scare me to half to death.
Yeah, that's my whole point. What if you walk around
celibate right away? I'm gonna get my celibate card today.
That's what I'm saying.
My celibate card today.
I just found it interesting when they mentioned that, and So then I thought about girls, right?
Right.
So let's just everybody got the girl in the crew that sleeps with everybody, right? So
why you gonna say that?
I said everybody has
so insensitive, man.
What's insensitive about that one girl in the crew that sleeps with all the what's insensitive about that?
I don't care, bro. But go ahead.
Exactly.
That's the one I'm looking for.
I know. That's why I figure I give it to you. I figure I give it to you.
I'm looking for.
So, but
Chewbacca. But anyway, go ahead.
you know, but everybody has that one girl in the crew
Chewbacca.
that everybody sleeps with, right?
Right.
Or slept with some of the people.
Right.
But so how about, why is it that, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you, now this is like a rule all the time with men.
Right.
That if a guy was in a relationship with somebody,
Mm-hmm.
or he had a wife with somebody,
Right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it okay for his friend to date her afterwards?
Say it again.
So if there's a guy,
Uh-huh.
and he's in a relationship with somebody, or he's married to somebody,
Right.
they come out of a relationship and they don't with each other anymore,
Right.
is it okay for his friend to hit, or vice versa?
No, it's not okay, but people do it.
But why is it not okay?
Why do you want something that your man's done dug in? Like,
No, I'm just
there's
saying.
millions of women out here.
Right, but if y'all not together anymore, what's the big deal?
I mean, it rips. It rips. It rips. Listen, man, that done tore up many, and I'm
I
talking
know
many.
it did, and I said this is something to talk about, because why is there such an issue? If you're done with this woman,
Mm-hmm.
or she's done with that man, why is it an issue if the friend says, okay, I'm gonna deal with him, or I'm gonna deal with her?
Because it's personal.
But you're done with him.
I had a friend do that, and we no longer friends now.
I'm sure.
He said, "Go ahead, you could pop." I popped, and I mean, he trashed it. It was like, "Yo," he's like, "Teef, I don't care, man. Go ahead, you could." I was like, "All right, cool," and I did it. And to this very day, and we was good friends. We not friends anymore.
Right. So, but I mean, that's a rule that you're not supposed to do.
I'm
anyway.
like, why did you tell me to do it though? That's the part I don't understand. Why would you tell me to do it? It ain't like I asked to do it. You told me to do it. It's crazy.
I know, it's hurting your heart. All right, that's the truth. But why is it a problem? I think it shouldn't be a problem if you get permission, and I think that if you're done with the person, it shouldn't be a problem. But for some reason, it seems to be a problem.
Never believe a man that took a woman personal. Keyword, personal.
So if he's married to her,
never. You can't never.
the friends is off limits
Yeah,
forever.
you can't do nothing with it. You can't do nothing.
All right, so what if you were married to a girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your friend married her. Now what? What happens there? Is that still wrong?
Are you?
Is that still wrong?
You've been answering your own question this whole time. Of course it's wrong.
Even if he married her.
What the? Bro,
They have
marrying it makes it worse.
But they have a whole life together. Aren't you going to? Would you go to the wedding?
I mean, that's
Would you be the best man? Here you go. Would you be the best man at your friend's wedding if he's marrying your ex-wife? He asked you, I need you to be the best man.
I'll be there.
What you gonna do though?
I'm gonna be there.
You gonna?
I'm gonna be cool. But I'm gonna be targeting his family members though. For real.
So you have a problem with it, but you'll be there.
I'm gonna be targeting mom, grandma, auntie.
So why even go?
Because he asked me to come
So what?
to his wedding. He asked me to be there. He said, I need you to be there, Teef.
He said,
I need you to be
I
there.
need
And
you to
I'm
be
coming.
there. I need you to be there as I marry the one that you fell in love with. You messed up, so now I'm with her.
And at the wedding reception or party or whatever, after the word, like after they say I do, then I'm gonna start my campaign.
What's the campaign going to be?
His sister, his mom, his cousin, whoever I could find, ex-girlfriend. It's no holds barred. He can't get mad. He married. Now you can't get mad because I just,
No, I'm just saying.
hit a couple of your exes.
But you just would have. So would you have a problem if he? So for you wouldn't have a problem if he married her. But if he didn't marry, you have a problem. They just seeing each other and they dating in a relationship, you have a problem. But if they get married, you like, all right, that's cool.
I mean, if they get married, hey, they get married. I mean, it must have been real love. He must really love her, and she must really love him. But
you still got
you
feelings.
can't force me
But you still got
to
feelings
be a
for her.
part of y'all union.
You just said you gonna come up. You gonna show.
I'm gonna show,
But yeah,
and then I'm gonna show out.
and you still have feelings for her. When they
I'ma
say
show up.
when they say speak now and forever hold your peace, are you gonna stand up? Or you gonna just?
I'm gonna rock out.
Are you gonna cough loud or something like that?
Nah.
You gonna drop a shoe?
I'm probably gonna be in a tuxedo. I'm probably gonna be one of the men of honor there. Like if I ain't the best man, probably gonna be the one standing next to the best man. So, like I said, I'll make sure their ceremony goes the way it's supposed to go. But once they're done as they're a union and they're married, there's nothing he could say to me about what I'm getting ready to rip through. He's gonna have to mind his business.
Well, for me, I always said, if I'm dealing with a woman or a female, and my peoples took her, or if they dealing with her after me, I don't care, because I'm not. That's always been me. You go way back to my college days, like so. That's what I said. I don't see why it's a big deal if you're not dealing with a woman.
You are lying. You are telling the audience a big fat
You know
lie.
what? The good thing about this audience is, I'm telling you about the good about the audience.
What?
A lot of them know me from back in the day,
And they know you lying.
And they know.
You're lying.
Why? Because you would have a problem.
You're
I have
lying.
a problem. Why would you have a problem? Why? Because you have a problem. You think I would have a problem? I'm just saying.
And you got feelings for it too after you break up with her? You still emotionally attached?
So what?
Okay.
So what?
Okay.
It's a wrap.
So it's all okay if I just drip all in her face, blast all in her face.
At the end of the day,
just smother.
At the end of the day,
can I share it too?
Listen. At the end of
can
the day,
I call a couple of the homies up? Bring some of them.
At the end of the day,
can we shoot a video and send it to your phone?
Listen. I'll sell it, make money off of it.
You're a liar, man.
I'll put it on OnlyFans. So I make money. People that know me. At the end of the day, if I'm done with you, right?
You're gonna make money because I'm bringing the full
then I don't care what you do after that. I can't be focused on my energy after that. We're not together. So I'm over here with this.
She gonna have a date with the horseman.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying. That's me. That's all. But you know what's interesting, right? While we're on these topics, so they're talking about the first sex robot is about to come out.
We losing to them robots, bro.
No, it's for us.
Oh no, come on.
They got it's talking and everything.
I don't care.
They got a walking, talking sex robot that's about to come out.
I'm all right.
How much you think that's going to cost?
I don't know, and I don't care. I mean, who wants that?
A lot of people. They have over 500 million views already.
Yeah, you a pervert. You are something wrong with you mentally.
There's a lot of perverts.
If you're going to try to have sex with a machine.
How many perverts out there? Think about it.
I guess that's a market.
It's a whole market.
You're right. Porn. You're right. People having sex with animals. Come on, bro.
Try it.
I'm not.
You know,
I had a boy that had a blow down in his basement.
Yeah, they got the dials down there.
Yeah, it's the sneak in the basement. He's like, Teeth, man. I'm like, boy, you crazy. That's my man, though. He crazy little boy. He broke the blow up down. You know that?
Yeah, I wish I had more, man, to go. I got so much, but we could, but
boy, crazy.
But real quick, something positive, real quick, man. We gonna real quick. Jay-Z
is having sex with a blob now.
People do it.
But anyway, go ahead.
People do it. All right.
Anyway.
You know what I mean? So now you see the robot was a good idea.
It's not a good idea.
Over there in California, they getting started. Listen, you got to see the guy that's actually inventing the robot talking about it.
It's going to be about 10 stacks for that robot, man. Maybe 8 to 10 stacks. They're going to try to make it somewhat affordable, but they know them boys is fiends, so they're going to take them for their bread. But anyway.
But we're just going to, real quick, Jay-Z and Dame Dash finally came to an agreement with the NFT, with the Reasonable Doubt. They finally came to an agreement. So that's the first time they actually been on the same page. Whatever it was, a settlement. Let's just say what it is. A settlement, because they went to court. Jay-Z took Dame Dash for court because he was trying to sell an NFT about him, and he could only sell his 1/3. So now Jay-Z's allowing him to sell his 1/3. There's stipulations in it, but at least they're on the same page, finally. You get what I'm saying? So I just think that's something positive to end on, because I got a million things that I could talk about, but
we ain't got time.
I know, but even the stock market crash. People don't know the stock market crashed and there was trillions lost, but that's a whole nother conversation. This happened yesterday.
You didn't even let me comment on Dame and Hove, man.
You have something to say about that? The show's over.
If you was gonna give me a chance,
the show's over. We got it.
I'm just saying, big up.
But we thank everybody for tuning in. to Billionaire Radio. If y'all new to the channel, like, comment, share, subscribe on Billionaire Radio. If you're not new, pass it on. At the end of the day, we appreciate everybody. The show that keeps you entertained.
What was the twist on South Street, real quick?
And on that note,
You had a twist.
we thank y'all.
You had a twist.
Sponsored by an outfit for you, Family Brand Michael Keenan's. We're out. Billions.
Billions.